All right, so if you ever went on vacation overseas, I live in the United States. If I travel overseas, I have to exchange my U.S. dollar for wherever I am traveling to. So for an example, I have Google opened up and I just typed in convert euros to dollars. Let's say that I have 1 euro. I'm from a European country and I'm coming to the United States. How much would I, of the United States dollar will I get for $1 of euro? So right here you can see that euro I would get about $1.07 back. Let's say I was traveling. Let's say I lived in the United States. So let me type in the United States, and I wanted to go to Mexico. And so their national currency is the Mexican peso. So for every dollar that I have of United States dollars, I would get $17.49 of Mexican pesos. And so that is called an exchange rate where I'm buying the United States dollar or I'm buying the Mexican peso dollar and I'm selling the United States dollar. And so that's called an exchange rate where I buy one currency, sell another currency. I'm exchanging that currency, and that produces a rate at which that determines the value of which I'm exchanging one currency for another currency. And so that's really what we're doing in the Forex market is we're exchanging one currency for another currency. We're trading one nation's currency. In the example, I traded the euro for and got back $1.07 of United States dollars. Or for the peso, I traded one United States dollar and got back $17.49 of the Mexican peso. So I'm buying one currency, selling another currency. In the initial video where we took the trade in MT5, and let's just check in on that trade, see how it's doing. I'm going to keep referring back to MT5 just because that is going to be a main source of how we're going to pull money out of the market. But if you notice on the right-hand side, you have a bunch of exchange rates that is occurring. So this is Euro USD, and right now the exchange rate is 1.068779 or 880 now. So that rate is constantly changing, and that is to take €1 and exchange it for a United States dollar. That rate changes, and so you will see on the MT5 and in TradingView, the right-hand side, you're going to have a series of numbers in a vertical position, and that is going to be your exchange rate chart. As price moves up or down, that means that exchange rate is changing. And that is how we're able to make money. Right now, we're falling just under $5,000 in profit on our initial trade. And so what we can see is in this example is that a pair is being created where you have the $1 exchanging for another currency's dollar. And so in that example that we're using, we had the euro being exchanged for a United States dollar. That creates a pair. It's called Euro USD. That's the pair that's created. And you can do that with multiple pairs. So the next example is, let's say that you have the Australian dollar or the Aussie dollar, and you want to exchange that for the Japanese yen. That would create another pair. It would be called AUD-JPY. AUD is the pair that you have. You have $1 of AUD. You're exchanging that for how many dollars of and receiving how many dollars of Japan's yen. And so that's AUD-JPY, which we call AJ. But like I said, that is the exchange rate, the value relative to the price of exchanging the euro for USD or the Aussie for the yen and so forth. And so we're creating these pairs, and that's what I want you to get out of this video, is how these pairs are created and how those pairs correlate to the exchange rate that we're seeing on the MT5 and in TradingView. The exchange rate, change based on which currency in the pair is stronger at the time of the exchange. And so right now, if I go back over to MT5, I can see that the euro is stronger than the United States dollar. That it takes more United States dollars to buy $1 of the euro. And so the euro is stronger than the dollar as it can be displayed in the exchange rate. Right now, it takes 1.06866 US dollars to buy $1 of the euro. So hope this all makes sense. Go back into the MT5. Also go to TradingView and start looking at the right-hand side, this price scale that is expressing the exchange rates for different pairs that are created. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about pairs and what the significance of those pairs are. But now you know what exchange rates are. Now you know and let me just say this. In our example of Euro USD, you see that we started, the exchange rate was 1.07365. The current exchange rate is 1.06882. All right, and so the difference between where the exchange rate started and where the exchange rate currently is, that difference is how I'm able to make profit right now. So we're going to build upon that concept, and exchange rates is important to understand because of that. But let's go to the next video.